Can you really boost your immune system during the holiday season so you can maybe prevent some of those nasty bugs from getting you? Yeah, you can. Now, can you do a lot? No, but you can do some things that might give you just enough to keep you out of the weeds, so to speak, and to keep you from getting some of these critters. And I'm going to go through and talk about 4 or 5 of them. And I found that if you do some of these things, you'll get through the holidays better than the average person because you've decided to take steps that I'm going to talk about. So number one, first off, understand just the power of your immune system. It is incredible. And I can't say enough about it. I studied immunology in college. It was the hardest course I think I ever took, but it was also fascinating to see just how amazing we have this immune system we're given, part of our hereditary or part of our genes. And then we also have, that's called innate, and then we also have what they call acquired, which you get basically from adaptive, you get viruses, bacteria that try to attack, and your body sets up some basic things, but also has specific things to remember, T cells that remember some things that came along earlier. So fascinating. And there's a study in blog from the NIH that they did with identical twins to say, okay, they have the same innate hereditary immune system, but why, after they did some studies, did they find some radical differences in immune function? It's because of the adaptive, or because of the exposure they had that was different. Even though they were identical twins, they had different exposure to different bugs based on where they lived. Kind of fascinating stuff. So check out my blog on the RX Healthy Habitat website. Natural way to support your immune system. This is very basic, but it really is the key. You ready? It's diet, it's exercise, and it's sleep. Big three. Your diet should be really one that is going to be full of colors. I mean, greens and reds and oranges. What I'm saying there is beta carotene, lycopene, vitamin A's, the vitamin E's, the vitamin C's, all the things you get from fruits and vegetables typically are going to be your friend for your immune function. So if you want to boost it, try to eat that more than you are the cheese and some of the other highly processed starches or highly refined sugars. Not good. So plenty of hydration is also key. A lot of people sometimes say, well, that means alcohol. No, it's not a good way to hydrate. So you got to make sure you're doing that. And then moderate exercise. Moderate exercise, and not just maybe mild, but moderate is going to be what you need to boost your immune function. Now, I can't say enough as a pharmacist about vaccines. I think before you go to holidays with your family, you should think about getting the respiratory ones, which are the big ones, which is influenza, COVID, and also RSV if you're older, you have underlying conditions. Talk to your provider or your pharmacist about that one. But there's 3 for respiratory transmission viruses that very common during the holidays, kind of peak this time of year, especially between Thanksgiving and New Year. So can't say enough about getting vaccines. It's so important. Stay healthy while you're traveling. If you're traveling, planes, trains, automobiles, washing your hands on a regular basis is so important. Pack healthy snacks and maybe bring your own water bottle so you keep refilling it so you're not buying maybe sugary drinks or something wrong like that. And you got to really try hard to keep your sleep schedule. This is hard for a lot of people when they travel, but you really got to try to get in your 7, 8, 9 hour sleep, whatever you need, because that right there, when your lack of sleep will cause immune system decline. Not good. How do you avoid illness during the holidays? Consider not spending all your time with your relatives in one room or in the house. Try to get out, do some things, get away, go to the mall, get out, do some things, go for a walk, get outdoors. So if there's anything you do outdoors, do it as much as you can. Avoid sharing utensils, drinks, etc. People have cups sit down on different counters. They set them down. You might pick up one. I know it sounds crazy, but try to be careful about that. And then using, washing hand sanitizers. But also watch some of the habits of some of the people at the charcuterie boards or at the buffet. And maybe you say, I don't know if I want that dip that much because it looks like Uncle Sammy just double dipped. So I don't know. It's up to you. I'm a little bit weird about that, but I also think sometimes caution helps. So I hope those tips help. And my wish for you is that you have a very happy Thanksgiving, a very Merry Christmas, and a fantastic New Year, and that you do just a little bit extra to keep yourself from getting some of these diseases or these illnesses during the holidays, okay? God bless.